Hi everyone, how are you? In this video I'm going to explain the importance of business relationships and how to make them and how to cultivate them. Okay? So largely having business relationships is an offline kind of a thing, but now we're all on Twitter and other social networks and we're also online. So many of the people that I know online, I'm very friendly with them, but I never met them. They're in like a different state. And it's funny because it's like, I never met them, but actually I end up knowing a lot about them and keeping in touch, and because they're in the same niche, like business niche as me sometimes, I'm able to over time help them a lot and they help me when I need something, and it's actually a great sort of relationship long term. But generally business relationships are, they often start at, maybe networking events or introductions, but they're very important because sometimes business relationships, they can last longer than your actual business. Because what's the lifetime of a business? 6 months to 3 years or something like that, right? And then either you switch or your business gets sold or your business fails or something, and then you start something next. But a good business relationship actually, it just stays. So as long as you stay in the same professional niche, your business relationships can keep building up, becoming stronger and grow. And as you grow your career, so will your business relationships. So they will maybe become kind of like powerful people, or maybe you will become a powerful person in some number of years. And so you always want to, needless to say, you never want to burn bridges. Like, oh, if something doesn't go right, don't have a fit about it. It's okay. What you want to do is preserve your long-term business relationship, because that's going to pay off way more in the long term. So, it's sometimes difficult to, maintain relationships. You have to meet people and like go out to dinner with them. You don't have to do that stuff, right? You can exchange. Like all my business relationships, they are on Twitter. In business, there's almost no one who's not on Twitter. Especially in like online business. So it takes very little to retweet someone or to tweet at them, and to just kind of stay on your radar. Maybe if you see that they're working on something, you like offer help, and if you see that they're reciprocating that, then they're like really good because they get it and you get it and they get it, and then you can just sort of like stay on that path long term, and you can build that up, right? And it doesn't take long. It doesn't take a lot of resources of yours to build that, but whenever you need something, those may be the people who will be the first to really help you. And you may need different things, like a retweet, a like on Facebook, something really basic that you can reach out to them and help them with. But the importance of them is immense. Especially if at some point you may need advice from somebody who like really gets it. They will be a great resource for you. And if you need like introductions to people, like if you need introductions to lawyers, accountants, investors, the first people you go to are those business connections, because they're dealing with the same issues as you are. They know if they hired a lawyer but he wasn't very good, you would know. They would tell you like, hey, I went to this lawyer, it was bad, this one wasn't good, because they just went through the whole thing. So it's like, because you're so parallel in what you do with the people, that you really want to build up those relationships. They're very important, and as soon as you have any questions, any things you need, you can go right to them, and they can do that with you. So you kind of create this awesome cycle of helping each other and just sort of like being an ear for, or a shoulder for each other. So it's really good, and it's really helpful. It's helpful for me. I try to maintain long-term relationships with people that I meet in business all the time. In fact, when you go to networking events, my rule, and I recommend this for you guys, always have your business cards. Take the other person's business cards. Always ask them about what they're working on. Always offer help if you can. And if they get it, if you get it, they'll be like, oh, okay, this person gets it. Always follow up like the next day, or at the most in 2 days. But you want to write to the people who you've met at that networking event, and if they respond, it's like, okay, you get started, and build it. It's not going to happen with everyone. In fact, it doesn't happen with most people. Most people I meet, I don't end up having like relationship with them for one reason or another. But at the same time, the people who you do have that with, over time, they can bring so much goodness to your business. So that's really what I wanted to say. And I think first-time entrepreneurs or younger entrepreneurs, they don't quite understand the importance of it. But more experienced entrepreneurs, they really get it. They really get how important it is, not just to get the help, but also to give help, because it's a good cycle. You give help, but you will get it back, you know. And if you don't get it back, you don't want to help that person too much more, right? Because it's like they don't quite get it. They don't get that whole goodness cycle, right? Anyway, that's what I kind of wanted to say about starting and cultivating your business relationships. They're really important. And you do actually, you know, I actually do try to give more than I take, because, you know, people will see that. People will realize that that's what's happening, and they will appreciate it. And whereas if you take more than you give, people will also see that, and they will not appreciate it. And they'll be like a little bit, you know, should I trust this person? They're just using me for a lot of stuff, whatever. So also I would recommend trying to give a little bit more than you take always, because that will just put you in a good light. So that's it. So please subscribe to my channel on YouTube to get more business advice. And of course, if you're starting a business or if you're doing something in business, I created business apps which help you grow your business. They cover business ideas, business planning, marketing, and fundraising, and they're available on iOS, Android, Kindle, and the Nook. And of course, you can find them on problemio.com, and I'll have the link to all of it in the description of this video right on YouTube. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.